Hello my friends, and welcome back to the hardcore Minecraft series that we have going on this channel. Today I'd like to do something that I probably will regret. Have you ever wanted to just cause yourself a little bit of pain in a video game? Well, that's kind of what I'm about to do. Today's episode, we're gonna do a little bit of a challenging project. I want to build a temple, like a really big temple. Yeah, so we're gonna do that, and we're gonna place it here. I have decided to challenge myself by building in the middle of the ocean. Again. Because I like a little bit of paint. So without doing a long intro, because I know a lot of you, just like myself, have the attention span of a fruit fly, let's go ahead and just jump into building. Go. Well, I have run out of quartz. Long before I actually, needed. And you know, I only have, oh god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 more pillars to do. Oh, this is gonna suck. Hello, boys. 26? I did not just spend 3 hours curing you and all of your friends for you to sell it to me for 26. Well, we didn't really get very much. A little over 4 stacks. 4.5 stacks. To the nether. And... ow. I regret making this a claw. I really should make another hub. Yeah, we're just gonna do that tomorrow. And by tomorrow, I mean next episode. Maybe. Alright, I have managed to collect a shulker box's worth of quartz. I do have an allay. He's kind of dumb. But we are gonna... We're gonna do a thing where he collects it, he puts it in here, and then I convert it to quartz. Very slowly. Alright, so we managed to get a full shulker. Oh wow, words are hard. We managed to get a full shulker box. That L there is that's just cruel to dyslexic people. Full inventory of quartz in this purple box. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like the allays. I don't like them. They're dumb. They get everywhere and they pathfind into the dumbest of spots. You're lucky you're immune. Back to the temple. Okay, I think it is time to complete this build. So I'm going to do the thing that I love the most when I watch Minecraft videos, and I'm going to go ahead and throw it into a time-lapse mode. Now, I don't know about you, but this is literally my favorite part of all Minecraft videos. Just personal taste. I think I blame Good Times with Scar for that. Let's go ahead and jump into it and get this temple completed. Ready, set, go. Well, it's done. And I apologize for the microphone issues. Turns out microphones and electronics, they don't like to be kicked, and they don't really like water. So who knew? I'm going to go into free cam here because I enjoy pretending I'm a ghost. It is done, and it looks just so cool. One of my most favorite things is actually as you walk up to this, the little sneak peek of the inside, and then it's just like, oh. I mean, check out this view. Just sick. I love it. I am so good. A little boost of confidence there. A little self 5. I don't know if the microphone picked that up until I edit this. So I hope it did, but I clapped. I clapped for myself. So I made this Nautilus shell a long time ago, and I was originally going to use it in a floor pattern, but then I got the idea for a different floor pattern. My whales. My brain is like a ping pong table 24/7, just bing, bong, bing, bong. Wait, that's more like a doorbell. You get the picture. But yeah, little fun fact about me, I used to watch Discovery Channel. I was an addict. I was a Discovery Channel addict as a kid, and I love whales. So I wanted to do some sort of floor design that incorporated that. And I think using this oxidized cut copper really gives the impression of whale. Hold on, I'm going to land on Mr. Jellyfish here. In the water, I think. I hope. Pretend with me, okay? This is a block game. I can only do so much. But nothing in this entire build was more painful than that. I said before the time lapse that I needed to get more quartz, but what I really actually needed to get was ancient debris, and a lot of it. We have there. It's up there too. Hold on. Ghost mode. I'm going ghost. Does that sound like Danny Phantom? That's what I was going for. Anyway, you can see it's on every single one of these pillars. And why? Well, I hate myself. That's why. I like to make things very challenging for myself, especially in a block game. We still have a lot to add to this temple. For instance, we need a road. Wow, that's really loud. Shh, be quiet. I'm trying to do a narrative here. We still need a road. Yeah, like a lot of road. Perfect landing. So, what is one thing that every giant sea temple needs? If you said anything but a sea monster, you're wrong. But I still love you. But not a lot. Not as much as the people who said sea monster. Them I love a lot. That's right. We need a sea monster. And let's put it there. Okay, kind of camouflaged my slime farm over there. I regret making it there. But what's the phrase that we live by? It's done. I did it. I'm not undoing it. So my plans are sea serpent there. Maybe more of the Viking village here, which means terraforming. Ooh, I did not think about that. That might be an off-camera project because I might just turn on a Twitch stream or a podcast, or my ADHD brain will focus on a fireplace on YouTube for 10.5 hours. Yes, I have seen the full 10.5 hour fireplace videos, like 60 of them. This is the problem when you have the attention span of a goldfish. And I'm gonna come up with some sort of walkway. Well, I think what I'm going to do is probably do some of this land bridge off camera and also some of the terraforming up there. That way this video isn't 45 minutes long. Although, do you guys like 45-minute long videos? With the rise of streaming, it's kind of hard to tell where the sweet spot is. I usually like to keep things around 20 minutes, 23 minutes, 25 minutes at most. But let me know down in the comments. Ready, set, and we have our pathway. It has taken literally every last resource I have. I have no sand, no deep slate, no cobbled deep slate, no coarse dirt, mud, mushroom, mud brick. I'm out. I'm out. I literally have nothing left. I'm gonna have to mine for like a week straight. Oh my god. Okay, you know what? I think I need to change my skin. Not having eyes is is weird to look at. Ah, okay, that's a little better. You no longer have to see my giant, oddly colored nipples. That's gonna get me demonetized. All right, let's go ahead and get started on this serpent, which unfortunately means we need to head to the Nether. To be honest, we wouldn't have had to go to the Nether if it wasn't for this machine. For whatever reason, I cannot get this TNT duping machine to work. It just, yes, thank you. I don't need the judgment. Shh. It blows itself up. Although there's a lot of free wood here. Does Minecraft have seasons? Because like, if it does, right now is the rainy season. I swear it has rained nonstop for like the last month. No matter how many times I sleep, it's just rain. All right, to the Nether. That is so cool to see come into view. Ow. 2. This is gonna be slow. All right, now I have to do that a lot more times. I have an idea in my head, and it's gonna require more than this. So I think I'm just gonna grab everything, meet you back at the temple, and see if we can't get this serpent out of my head and into the real world. Okay, so, how do I want to do this? Well, let's just go ahead and get started. Oh, that makes that a little bit easier. All right, we have our starting point. Got some warp planks and cyan concrete. Let me test out a ring, see how big I want to make this. So I have a shape. I have some warp planks, cyan concrete, and dark prismarine. I think I'm gonna make this the back, and this the front. I'm gonna look up Google what snakes look like when they're kind of like rearing up to bite people, because that's kind of what I'm going for with the sea serpent. Doesn't have any legs, so we got to make it look like it's, you know, moving or doing. You know what I mean. Hold on, I'm gonna find a picture. Okay, I found a picture of a snake that I like that kind of looked like it was doing the like whole rearing thing, you know what snakes do, right? I mean, you've all seen Aladdin. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking for this. Kind of some scales in the back. I'm using bones for the front. Good thing I have a skeleton farm. I think this will be fine. Okay, so if this is where the head is gonna be, let me do a layout. Maybe we go this way, back over. Okay, I think I can work with that. I think I can work with that. So now I just have to get it out of my head and into 3D. All right, I'm kind of liking how this is looking so far. Take a look from over here. Ooh. Like, the build is kind of nice. I've added these spots of blue, and I'm trying to use the prismarine, like they're stripes on a snacks, like they're the stripes on a snake's back. But I don't know if I love it. This is about as far as I've gotten. It's been about 2 hours. I know it doesn't really look like a whole lot, but when you're trying to figure out texture and pattern and color all at the same time, it really just it takes a lot. I feel like the back is really empty. Like, it's a sea serpent, right? Maybe it needs a sail or something. Well, it depends on where I put the rest of the body, right? Maybe I should figure out where I want to put the rest of the body, because I'm going to do a little bit of a cheating thing, and I'm not going to build it under the water. You know, sea serpents always have some sort of like hump in the water. Looking at you, Nessie. So I'm thinking maybe like 1 or 2, maybe even 3 humps. Everybody loves a good hump. It is now 2 days later, and I have been testing out building one of the humps that we were talking about in the last clip. And I'm going to be honest with you, I really like it. I decided to spin the color wheel of color. And I realized that orange really complements green. And so we built this. I think that's going to be good because if you look at sea serpents in like mythology and even kind of snakes in general, they ball up when they attack. So I think that's going to be a good first hump, I think. All right, let's finish off this head and the body. And this is it. This is my serpent build. And I have to say, it looks amazing. I am so pleased with it. I am so pleased with it. I even blew up a Viking ship, so to speak, to make it look like it's attacking. Oh, look how cool that is when that loads in. Oh, that's so cool. Nobody look under the water. Yeah, nobody look down here, okay? Now, I think we need to give this sea serpent a little bit more life. So I'm gonna do something real quick. No peeking. Maybe you can tell what I've done. That's right, my friends. My sea serpent roars. You fly by, screams at you. How cool is that? Oh man, it looks so good. Okay, we have our, ooh, there's a spider there. We have our temple built and we have our sea serpent built. But the last thing I think we want to do for this episode is I think we need a little village here. Yeah, I think we need a little bit of a village here. You know, something like a camp spot, because there's always like a town or a village or a camp spot near some sort of temple in all the mythologies and all the stories. So that's what we're gonna do. I am gonna spend the next couple of hours probably landscaping a little bit to see what we can come up with. And then we'll finish off with the village build, campsite build, whatever it ends up being. And we will be good for this episode. All right, for this, I have basically used every last resource I have. I have no more dirt in my house. I have no more mud. I have no more coarse dirt. I have no more mud bricks. I'm out. I'm out of everything. Oh God, I'm gonna need to find another mangrove swamp to raid. Well, that's a future me problem. Before I start building any houses, I think I want to place around some trees, you know, put in some bushes, make it kind of look alive, because right now it's a little flat. All right, well, these trees look a little empty, so how do we make them have a little bit more life? Details. Adding just a few, like, bushes kind of really just adds atmosphere to the whole thing. A little bit of life. You know, something as simple as that. It just adds a little bit of life to it that wasn't there before. So let's add some more, maybe like this, and let's see, maybe it grows like that. Yeah, like some hedges. And then maybe we replace this so it looks like a clover patch. I think it's my favorite thing about these azalea plants is they kind of look like clover when you plant them in a field. And maybe we it's just a little bit of grass, right? We don't want too much. Like that's too much. A little goes a long way. All right, so I added another trade center down here because I feel like that makes sense. There'd be like an inn or a trade center, you know, right before the temple so that people could buy offerings or, you know, maybe snacks for the giant snake demon. You know, something to just maybe not die while visiting the temple. All right, guys, let's kick this into high gear and finish up this build.